Hi, my name is Maanas. I'm a photographer, painter, and digital artist. Welcome to my LifePage. I held my first exhibition back in 2008, and since then I have participated in numerous exhibitions. I am a member of many international art platforms. I have clients from all walks of life: politicians, industrialists, builders, and sportsmen. Geographically, my work has traveled from Bangalore to London. My work is featured alongside the likes of M.F. Hussain, S.H. Raza, Dinkar Jadhav, and other well-known artists. Multimedia art is art married with technology, and that is why it's multimedia as opposed to mixed media, which is the other popular terminology. So how the Tate Gallery in London, which is pretty much the benchmark, defines multimedia art, is art which has a technological aspect to it. And that is where it differs from traditional art, where only human skill comes into play. But multimedia art is a mix of human skill plus the work you do with technology. That is software. Now, it is relevant for the future because it's a tech-driven world, a world in which you need to reach to all corners of the globe inside minutes. And multimedia art now is a growing market. All great art galleries, auction houses, and museums across the world have a separate section for multimedia art display. So this is pretty much the future. A preliminary understanding of the hardware of your system so that you know the software it can support, because the software becomes a crucial tool in multimedia art. And so the power of your software pretty much determines the product you achieve. Therefore, having an understanding of the hardware that is needed to back that software is essential. So understanding the basics of computing, which can be learned from most textbooks for beginners, is essential. The creative eye is something which makes all the difference. The ability to look at ordinary objects as subjects is not something everybody has. But a good artist is somebody who makes something ordinary look extraordinary. And so understanding spaces with a creative bent of mind and being able to deconstruct the creative juices of the person in question, of the client in question, is very important. Because you need to be on the same plane as your client. So it's not just the evolution of your creative eye, but it's the evolution of your creativity to the extent that you can decipher what somebody else's creativity is. So I would say that a creative eye which is evolved to the extent that it can possibly understand somebody else's creative eye is what differentiates an artist from any other creative person. Once established, art can be very lucrative. Building a name is key, and that may take a lot of time. But once you are a name in the market, then sky is the limit. And not just in terms of your personal happiness, but also in terms of the respect you get in society, the recognition you get for your merit, and the monetary potential of art. So it's a very lucrative profession once you are an established name. Teething trouble. Establishment almost invariably takes time, and genuine talent can often go unrecognized for years. An example which comes to mind is that of Van Gogh, possibly the best known artist in the history of the world, but a man who received little recognition in his lifetime. In fact, I don't think he sold a single painting during his lifetime. So this is something which people need to understand, that you may be wonderful, you may be excellent, you may be the best, but you might not get due recognition, perhaps because you are ahead of your times, or because, we just don't meet the right people. A day in the life of an artist is a day full of creativity. There are no office timings. Ideas can originate from the most mundane happenings. And The brain and the heart are working overtime. It often happens with me that I am asleep at night and I suddenly wake up in the middle of the night with a new idea. And I feel like jotting something down on paper or sketching or creating a new painting. For a creative person, it's a wonderful day. It's a day full of joy, a day full of satisfaction, happiness, and frustrations, which in the long run are constructive. And that, I think, is very important, because most professions come with frustrations which in the long run can lead to harm. But being frustrated in terms of creativity is a positive thing. If you feel you are not satisfying your creative potential, that is a wonderful thing in art. You should never feel satisfied as an artist. So just keep going. Be happy with the fact that you have no office timings, that you're your own boss, and you can create ideas out of nowhere. It's a special feeling, trust me. I hope this video helps you. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers to LifePage.